Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back or to get over your ex. This week, I want to talk about dumper regret triggers. What is going to trigger your ex to regret dumping you? As I've mentioned several times before, when someone breaks up with you, they're not 100% certain, but they're at least 51% certain that they want to break up with you. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done it. And this is what allows a dumper to feel regret, because they're not 100% into the breakup most of the time. So they'll get triggered along the way and they'll feel regret, which is the first step to getting them back. Missing you isn't the first step, because they could miss you today and then tomorrow feel fine. That's why when they send you an "I miss you" text, that should be taken with a grain of salt. But regret is something that stays with you for a long time and maybe forever. And that's what will make your ex reach out. So before I tell you what those triggers are, I want to welcome, of course, my beautiful No Contact Army. And if you are having trouble staying in no contact, be sure to download my app Silencio, available for both iPhone and Android, and the link is underneath every single video and podcast. And if you too would like to join our No Contact Army, all you have to do is hit the bell notification and the subscribe button and you're in. And to read our manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com, where you can read 2 free chapters before purchasing the book. Okay, so the first trigger will happen if you accept the breakup right away with no resistance, which most people don't, so you're going to miss this trigger, but just keep this in mind for future breakups if you have any. And this is because it hurts their ego, and hurting your ego is necessary to get them back, as much as you may not want to believe that, especially if you were needy or beta in the relationship. If you accept the breakup right away or shortly thereafter, your value immediately goes up, and this is a trigger because it will cause them to second guess whether they made the right decision or not. Remember, as I said, people aren't 100% certain about the breakup, even if they act like they are. They're just putting on a brave front. Next, you're living your best life. Now, you might be living your worst life, but fake it till you make it. As I've said before, if you are weak, you must appear strong. If you are strong, you must appear weak. So in this case, you're probably weak, so you got to appear strong. So now is the time to appear strong and to appear to be living your best life. Again, an ego blow. They thought that you were going to be upset, curled up in a corner crying, but nope. You joined the No Contact Army and you are out there doing your thing. And, one of the free coaching sessions that I gave away when I hit 100,000 subscribers was with this lovely 69-year-old woman. And she said that she was not going to let any moss grow under her feet. And she had all kinds of plans for the upcoming weekend. And I thought, well, you sound so cool. I want to hang out with you. So she was 69 and she didn't care. She was just getting on with life and living her best life. So if she can do it, you can do it. Don't just sit around moping and crying. And you may say, okay, but how is my ex going to know that I'm living my best life? Well, the possibility of your ex finding out is greater than the possibility of them not finding out. Most exes do keep tabs on the person they dumped. And one of the reasons is actually to see how they're doing after they're getting dumped. They want to see if you fall apart or actually if you're living a good life. It's like a morbid curiosity. So don't worry. There's social media, there's friends and family. You could run into them. You never know. Okay, they're going to find a way to find out without you finding out that they're finding out. If that makes sense. Okay. And they're going to compare their situation to yours. And if they see that you're doing better than them, then they're going to feel like they're missing out. And they're going to regret the decision. And voila, we have a trigger. And if you like what you've heard so far, be sure to give this video a like in order to help the YouTube algorithm. That way it'll show it to more people, and more people will be able to have an easier time getting their ex back. Okay. The next one is to become a better person, and that is to level up and improve in every way. you don't want to be the same person that you were when they met you or when they broke up with you. You want to show that you are the new and improved version of you, and they're missing out on that new and improved version. So this can be working on your looks to look better, having a better job, more money, traveling, lots of friends, etc., whatever. And especially if you improve the things that they were nagging you about in the relationship and you never worked on them, now you finally make that improvement and they see that they're not there to reap the benefits. It's like, oh, now you quit drinking? Now you quit smoking? So they'll wonder if they made a mistake. They'll have regrets, and that is yet another trigger. Then we have if their life isn't going as great as they thought it would. Either their rebound dumped them, or they had to dump their rebound, or they're dating but they're not finding anyone to replace you, or maybe they lost their job, or they had some type of accident. Anyways, at some point they'll start to reflect and wonder if they made the wrong decision. They thought their life would be better without you, and now it's actually worse. They're not as happy as they thought it would be. They ended a relationship with someone who loved them and did not want to lose them. That would be you. And now they're on their own. Life is not better. They don't have someone who loves them. And that is yet another trigger. And then finally, if it looks like you've moved on, or if you have actually moved on. Again, they weren't 100% sure about the decision, and the thought is always in the back of their mind that if they wanted to come back, that they could still get you back or have you in their life in some capacity. But now, if you're with someone else, they wonder if they will ever get access to you again, and if they can ever get you back again if they change their mind. That's why the jealousy card works so well, if you do it at the right time, in the right way. So if they see that you're happily dating someone else, or appear to be, or happily moved on, they're definitely going to have second thoughts about the breakup, because we all want what we can't have, right? And obviously if you're with someone else, now they can't have you. So they will get triggered, and there's a very good chance they'll reach out. Okay? So now I want to hear from you. Which trigger or triggers do you think will work on your ex? And if you would like my help to get your ex back, you can contact me at theartoflove.net, and we will send you the rates. The direct link is below every single video and podcast. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to this as a podcast, please rate and review. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.